let's get into Rob Zombie's Halloween movies. Rob Zombie's Halloween came out in 2007 and is a remake of the original. It is directed by, of course, Rob Zombie. Stars Scout Taylor Compton, Malcolm McDowell, Tyler Mane, Brad Dourif, Sherry Moon Zombie, a few others. And the synopsis is, after being committed for 15 years, Michael Myers, now a grown man and still very dangerous, escapes from the mental institution and immediately returns to Haddonfield to find his baby sister, Laurie. Rob Zombie, I don't think anyone considers him to be an amazing filmmaker. He probably doesn't even himself. His style is very over the top, incredibly dark and violent, sort of MTV heavy metal 90s music video sort of style, considering he is a musician, makes sense, but usually not really a good thing. And these movies, I don't mind if you want to remake Halloween, that's fine. But the origin story, the first act of this movie, is the worst part about it. Because what makes Michael Myers is that mystery. I don't want to know about his upbringing. I don't care if he was abused or this or that or the other. It does not excuse what he did later. And so I think the origin story, and with how Rob Zombie tells it in a very clunky, broad, fairly shallow way, don't like it, don't care about it, it's boring. And with Rob Zombie, all of his movies, they're always at 11 out of 10. Characters are always screaming and yelling and cursing, and I like him to a certain degree, and I'll always watch what he does because he is an auteur, for better or for worse. But this is not one that I would really recommend. The remake aspect of it is all right. It's watchable, and I do really like the look of his Michael Myers, where he looks to be 7 feet tall and he's massive. I do really like that. That's probably my favorite part of both movies, is the look of Michael Myers. And even when Michael Myers has the long hair, that's kind of awesome. But the storyline itself, very weak. He's not a very strong script writer or storyteller in that sense. And we'll get to the second one as well. Both movies are too long. But if you had taken out the first 30, 40 minutes of this movie where they're trying to understand him, or he's trying to help you understand, all right, where did he come from? Like, this is why he did what he did, or is there a reason? All that. Don't like it, don't need it. And it makes it feel like we're trying to understand a serial killer stalker. Like, I don't want to know about that. So, not a very good movie. And his movies are very stupid in general in terms of character interactions, but like where young Michael Myers has the dead cat, I think, in his backpack, and then the mother gets called into the principal's office and she's like, well, like what? It's like a dead cat. And like, there's just so many stupid lines that I don't mind characters acting stupid in a horror movie, but Rob Zombie takes it to another level in that sense. So very weak dialogue. The kills and everything are all right, but he has such a incessantly dark, self-serious, gory, violent, visceral style that it becomes tiresome after a while, because he has quick cuts, cameras are always in people's faces, so it becomes very grating after a while. And hot take, spoiler, I actually like the second one more than this one. I think this one is generally considered to be the better one of the two. I actually like part 2 more. So if you're curious about these movies, sure, check them out, but they would by far be towards the bottom of the entire Halloween cinematic universe. I would happily take some of the weakest entries in the original saga timeline, then rewatch these. So that one is a 2.5 out of 5